My name is Bella Neff, and today we're at a demonstration in support of Roe v. Wade in front of the Whatcom County courthouse in downtown Bellingham.
You know, let's put it this way, like, people are in danger. I'm in danger. My friends are in danger. Our rights are in danger. It's important that we're here. I know that at some point in my life, I might need access to abortion. And there are going to be people in this state who are going to need access to abortion. And if we let people take it from us right now, you know, people are going to die. And I think it's really important that we do all that we can right now while we still have a little bit of strength left for it, if that makes sense. We still have time, we can do it, right? This is not an issue that is only going to affect women. It's going to affect trans people who need access to healthcare. It's going to affect just every community, every person, even if they're a man, even if they will never need to have access to abortion. They're going to know people. You know people who are going to need access to abortion. And so you need to stand up for them right now because they need you. They need you most of all right now.
Women before us, generations before us, have fought hard year after year after year. And we have no time to slack because now we're right back at square having to protect the rights of women, not only the rights of women, but the lives of women and often young women. Well, here's what's really amazing to me. It's the middle of the day and we're all busy and many of us are very tired because we've been through a lot of things in the last couple of years. But here we are together with all of these people who showed up at the drop of a hat. And to me, that tells me we are not done. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going, protecting the rights of women and young women day after day after day and whatever it takes to make sure that women have control of their own bodies.
I'm out here to show support for access to all medical services, including abortion services, the right of women to have access to those services, and the right to women for all reproductive health care services. We need to show the people in this country who are not pro-choice, including those on the Supreme Court, that we're going to find a way to reject this decision, if this decision is true. And we actually, as we stand here today, abortion is still legal in the United States of America. Access to reproductive health care services, all of them are still legal in the U.S. But we need to get out in front of this in case this is the decision that comes out in June.
The U.S. Senate waived the filibuster rule in order to pass the debt limit. All right? So in order to not default on the economy, they waived that rule. They need to waive that rule to ensure that we do not default on providing legitimate legal health services to women in this country.
I'm out here today because of so many reasons. Well, one, because I have had an abortion and it was the product of sexual assault. So, you know, when things come around in legislature that pinpoints people whose lives would be irrevocably changed by something like having an abortion ban, obviously I would be or could have been one of those people in the past. And also just, you know, I think I'll just cap it right then because then I'm just going to go on a tirade.
We each should get to decide what we do with our own bodies. That's why abortion is a human right. We know that Roe should be a floor, not a ceiling. At minimum, abortion is a human right. But for far too long, that depends on your income and your zip code. We should not be at the mercy of people who think their religion should trump our lives and our self-determination.
Abortion care is personal to every single one of us. Every single, whether or not you have a uterus. The reason that it's personal for me is because at 41 years old, I'm having my first kid. And so I have 2 decades behind me of affordable and available healthcare, more than 2 decades, of affordable and available healthcare. I had that privilege. Not everybody gets that privilege. I had the privilege of deciding when the right time for this kid was. And that kid's lucky. Every kid should be so lucky.
I like to say it's time for people to get off the sidelines and get active, because their rights and the rights of their children and their future generations are really at risk now. And how we define the country in the future will come down to issues like this. And so there's no more like standing on the sidelines, no more worrying that abortion rights will never be overturned. They are being overturned, folks. And so the other rights that we are protecting, are caring about, we cannot let them go either. And so it's time to stand up, fight back, and to have your voice counted.
I am not going to pull any punches. I, like so many of you in this audience, am exhausted. It has been, for me, a Black woman in America, my entire lifetime, fighting and trying to abide by the rules and think that someone else out there is looking out for me. Come to the summer of 2020 and so many instances before that just doesn't seem to ring true. I am in rooms sometimes if I wasn't, and this is at the city council level, if I wasn't in that room, there wouldn't have been a woman on a board meeting, on a committee meeting. If I wasn't in that room, sometimes there not only would not have been a woman, but there would not have been a person of color. I started my campaign last year saying, if you feel called to do it, please get into politics because we need you. Now I am telling you, I don't care even if you feel called. We need everyone who stands for the rights of people, no matter where they fall on the spectrum.
Basically, if you have the ability to have a child, if you get pregnant, going through with that pregnancy is your choice. And just because you ban abortion at a federal level doesn't mean you're banning abortion at a local level. People are still going to go through with it, whether or not it's legal. It's just not going to be safe, and that's going to put people in danger. I'd love to see the Supreme Court upholding Roe versus Wade and upholding the values of the United States and the people in the United States. Because what you have here is our pro-lifers are really, I want to say, the minority. I just have a message to all of them, and that's fuck you and stay the fuck away from my body.